What's up, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight, I'm taking a look at one of my local breweries beers. This is going to be from Cask Brewing. This is their Corruption. So this is actually a barrel-aged Scottish stout. This is their Reformation that they created, which comes in at a 7% ABV as just a straight Scottish stout that they have actually aged in barrels of Buffalo Trace for 5 months. And they came up with Corruption, which actually goes back to some of the things that used to happen in Newport, Kentucky, back when days when the mafia used to run a lot of things through there and a lot of the government was corrupted. So it went from a 7% beer as their regular Reformation to now 10.2 with the barrel aging that took effect. So appreciate this one here, and this was actually provided by Randy, who is the owner of the brewery. Now, I've had this before. When it first came out, I went down there and did a video, which you may have seen on the channel, and had this on draft. He provided me a couple bottles to also try so I can get the bottle version to see if there was any difference there too, and also talk about that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this one here. But if you saw the other video, you kind of know I really dig this beer, but just thought I'd do a straight up one on this one because I did talk about other things on the other video. So if you want to see my interview with Cask Brewing, make sure you check that one out as well. Let's go ahead and get this one open and get it into a glass and see how it goes. So as far as Cask Brewing, they just went to bottling their beers. I think this is August when I'm shooting this, and I think it was like back around February, March, April, somewhere in that. It's been less than probably 6-7 months, but it's great to see that they're actually doing this now, and they're getting the beers out there in the marketplace, and some of the other places can actually share these now where you don't have to actually make it to the brewery. But as you can see, typical stout, right? So you got the dark color on it, not much head. You really don't get a lot of head on some of these barrel-aged stouts, but a nice, dark, pretty much jet black color. I get a light behind it, still not really seeing as much through it, but it's not as much of a reddish tint that you get on some of the other ones. It's really very dark. But again, you get that nice sweetness that comes out of this. You're getting that nice caramel. You're getting kind of almost a toffee type feel. You're really picking up the distinct qualities of the barrel used, and if you've had Buffalo Trace bourbon before, you know how good of a bourbon it is. You're picking up a lot of that coming out of the glass. You don't have to really sniff really hard, which I like. It comes out pretty easily, pretty much just climbs out of it. A nice amount of aroma to it. You can really almost sit here and just enjoy just that nice sweetness taking place for a good period of time, because it does have a nice lasting duration for the aroma. And this I know from having it in previous when I've had it on draft. As far as the taste, just as good as I remember. The good thing I like about this one is that the Buffalo Trace, how they did it, it doesn't overpower the beer. It enhances it. Many of these barrel-aged beers that we're seeing out there, we're seeing a lot of them get overpowered by the bourbon. This one is blended so well together between the barrel-aged and the malts that were used in here and the beer itself. You get a nice amount of flavor. I'm getting a good amount of mouthfeel. The mouth is being coated nicely. As I'm talking, I just have those flavors still swirling around in the mouth very easily. Very palatable, not too carbonated. Everything you would kind of want in a stout like this, that nice sweetness coming through. You're getting a nice velvety type feel to it. Goes down easy on the back end. You do feel a little bit of that booziness, but it's not overtaking the beer in any way. It's not scraping your throat as it goes down. You get a little bit of a warmth, but really no off-putting quality. Inside my mouth, the flavors that I'm really getting are kind of like, again, that toffee, kind of that caramel type feel. I'm getting a nice sweetness in there. It's almost like eating a piece of candy. The thing with this one is, again, it's going to be one of those beers that you're going to say are going to be very dangerous because you're not picking up that alcohol. It's got that nice smoothness to it that it can be dangerous in that you're not going to realize, you know, as you're going through these and you're drinking a few of them, hey, that alcohol is going to sneak up on you. So very decent in that kind of regard. Body on it, definitely full body for sure. like I said, texture, velvety smooth, a nice creaminess to it. Really lays on the tongue nicely. Gets all around the mouth, gets off the tongue, gets up through the cheeks, roof of the mouth. Has a nice encompassing flavor with it that basically hits everything in the mouth that really gets your mouth feeling pretty nice drinking this one. Very easy drinking. And again, a great cigar type beer that you can actually sit back on. This is a great one you can sit out back on the deck. Now I'm going to say you're not going to want to probably do a 6-pack of these because you'll be 3 sheets to the wind, as they used to say back in the day. But, you know, it is a nice one you can do. And here in the summer, if you have any of these around or you have beers like this, you know, on the back deck, chilling in front of the fire pit or just hanging out, you're not going to want to race through these very quick. I would not say this will be one you want to chug. I know some people do the chugging videos, but you wouldn't really want to chug this one. Just want to sit there and relax, let the beer do its work, and really enjoy it. But definitely one I would say check out. And if you're here in the Cincinnati area and you haven't had a chance to try this out, I'm not sure how much of it is still left, but I would definitely see if you're around the Wooden Cask Brewing Company, or if you see it in the store, pick it up, especially if you like stouts and barrel-aged stouts at that. But with that all being said, thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Always appreciate you spending some time here. I look forward to catching you next one. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good jazz. And you know, keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.